We learned more from Customs and Border Protection, the steps that it will now take, like, for example, more medical care for kids under the age of 10. It'll also review policies for children that age as well. All of it comes after a second migrant child has died in government custody, the second time this has happened in less than a month. The search for answers this morning after the death of another migrant child in U.S. custody. Overnight, new details from Customs and Border Protection, which now says an 8-year-old boy from Guatemala died on Christmas Eve while under their care in New Mexico. The agency releasing a detailed timeline. They say the boy was hospitalized, first diagnosed with a common cold and a 103-degree fever. He was released with an antibiotic prescription. Hours later, the boy felt nauseous and vomited, but the agency says his father declined further medical assistance because he was feeling better. Then, after feeling, quote, lethargic and nauseous, the boy was returned to the hospital, losing consciousness on his way there. He died shortly before midnight on Christmas Eve. According to the report, officials logged multiple welfare checks to ensure the boy's safety and security while in their custody. The boy, who has not been officially identified, is the second migrant child who has died in government custody after 7-year-old Jacqueline Call passed away in Texas earlier this month. Now, all eyes on the border, including in Washington, as the president focuses on his border barrier.
So we're going to have a great wall there.
With the government shut down, President Trump's dug in.
I can't tell you when the government's going to be open. I can tell you it's not going to be open until we have a wall, a fence, whatever they'd like to call it.
He's reiterating he wants more money for that wall, even if it means keeping some federal employees off the job even longer.
I'd rather not be doing shutdowns, but many of those workers have said to me and communicated, stay out until you get the funding for the wall.
That claim, part of a Christmas Day Q&A with reporters and an airing of his grievances from Democrats gaining control of the House soon.
Well, then it's probably presidential harassment.
To fired FBI Director James Comey.
It's a disgrace what's happening in our country. But other than that, I wish everybody a very Merry Christmas.
To the Federal Reserve.
They're raising interest rates too fast. That's my opinion.
The president, pressed about Jerome Powell, eventually said he does have confidence in the Fed chair as markets reopen today after the worst Christmas Eve trading day ever. And the president did not hesitate when asked about his Treasury Secretary. He called Steven Mnuchin a very talented, very smart guy. Remember, some people criticized Mnuchin over the holiday weekend after he spent part of it calling CEOs of major banks, trying to really calm concerns during this government shutdown.